We just have to move ahead very gingerly and carefully and make sure that we're fair to everybody.
But we
Yeah.
didn't give them a tax abatement.
Pardon?
We didn't give them a Kirby's $500.
That's right, we didn't, because the council was bound and determined to show him. And they did, and he showed him in return. Look at the successful business he made out of it. He's got a gold mine there.
I just want to remind people that this is simply a matter of giving these folks the go-ahead. Not an assurance, not a promise, but the go-ahead to go and do with, to go ahead with this application, and that we will give it an honest look. You know, we're not making any declarations of loyalty or putting any dollar amount on it. It's simply a matter of giving it an honest look. And that's where I'd like to leave it. So, unless there's anything else, I'll call the question. Okay, I will make the motion. Oppidan's pre-application request for tax abatement.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Okay, very good. Thank you, council. Okay, 8.4, or 8.3, I'm sorry, authorizing Jordan Police Chief Malls to serve as interim Belle Plaine Police Chief.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. Again, this is somewhat already in place with the vacancy in the police chief position. In order to provide continuity with that, Jordan Chief of Police Bob Malls has offered to provide assistance with the department until the new chief assumes the role. The City of Jordan and Chief Malls are not requesting any compensation, and the Jordan City Council is in approval of this as far as offering this through mutual aid. So with that, Chief Malls would be stopping in the Belle Plaine Police Department for approximately an hour to 2 hours each day, Monday through Friday, reviewing the daily logs, making sure the schedule is full, and working with the day-to-day needs of the department. With that, that is staff report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you,
and
Mr.
motion
Murphy.
would be in order.
I'll move on the motion.
Second.
Motion by Coop, second by Trost, appointing Jordan Police Chief Malls as interim Belle Plaine Police Chief. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we have our next item. 8.4, authorizing staff to proceed with seeking candidates for police chief. Mr. Murphy?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. Due to the time period that has expired since then, really the council has two options on this. Council can either advertise for candidates, screen, and then interview potential candidates, go through the official hiring process, or the applicants and the finalists from the last process can be looked at, and potentially an offer could be made to one of them. So again, I'm prepared to answer questions regarding either option, and really looking for some discussion and direction from the council as which direction you'd like to pursue. The staff report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Two options, seek candidates or hire from the last process. Any questions for Mr. Murphy?
I'd like to see the finalists from the last process. I wasn't here.
How many finalists were there?
Three.
I'd like to see the three finalists.
Chief Lanning was one of them.
I'd like to see the other
Tom
two.
Stoley, and who was the other fellow?
The sheriff from up north.
I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
Mr. Trost, do you want to look at their resumes, or do you want to look at them physically?
Resumes.
Okay, very good.
Well, it's hard for me to pick an option. I don't know who the finalists are.
Right, fair enough.
See, I'd prefer we went through the whole process.
Okay, that's fine.
I do
Have
too.
time to screen and
I
interview.
prefer that we seek candidates.
It's expensive.
Very expensive.
It's expensive either way.
Pardon?
It's expensive either way.
It can't be very expensive if we give it to one of the finalists. Phone call.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of paperwork that goes into it.
Psychological testing and all that
Oh, that, but you don't, there's nothing, there's no interview or nothing.
We're gonna hire a police chief with no interviewing at all?
No,
They already did that. They had it down to 3.
So we're gonna take one they rejected?
They didn't reject them. They didn't take them
Why didn't they take him?
because they thought this guy was a lot better.
What was their failings of the other two that did not stack up to the one they took?
I wasn't there.
I wasn't either, that's why I kinda like to talk to them.
You want to talk to the candidates? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, I think that's fair. 2 of you.
You might be down to 0, or just one that's want to be anymore. The others,
That'd be fine.
so then you're,
I'd like to talk to him.
We have 2 that would like to talk to them. We have 1 that would like to go through the entire process. We haven't heard from,
I participated in the process, and I just assumed if we failed on that first one, then there's no reason why we couldn't have the next one in mind, which was, I'll name him, Stoley. And the only reason why I voted against Stoley at that time was because he was too close to the situation, I felt. Whereas a new set of eyes from out of town would be more objective potentially. But now that the problem has been solved, well, kind of, the other person that he would have been too close to is now back aboard, thanks to the city council's decision-making. There's no reason why still they couldn't be that person, in my opinion. But if you want to go through the expense of starting over, I guess.
how about you, Mr. Lang? You got anything on this?
no, I'd concur with what he said.
Okay. I think it would be fair for Mr. Trost and Mr. Coop to get at least a read on the 2 applicants. I think that's fair. They would delay this
We're
process.
I didn't know we were gonna bring names up, but I remember when Mr. Stoley quit, we had an exit interview with him at the council meeting. And he told
Was
us.
that, pardon me, Mr. Trost, was that a closed meeting?
No,
It was an open meeting?
that we had
Okay.
exits, well, I don't know.
Okay, I just want to make sure it
I'm
wasn't,
not-
we're not
I'm not
crossing any
certain.
personnel lines.
I'm
Mayor,
not certain.
Yep.
yeah, I think I'd encourage you not to talk about an exit interview, even if it was in public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about when you hired the last chief, all the editorials and about the mistake the council made. There wasn't one that said you did a good job.
Right.
Pages of them.
Several.